Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick review of Heal Console Edition. Now this is a sort of point and click adventure game that is published by Ratalaika Games. So big thank you to them for sending us a code to be able to do this video for you. Now it's created by Jesse Makonnen, that is the developer who did DISTRAINT. I don't know if you've heard of it, but that was also an indie game. I'll quickly go over the blurb as I always do with these games. So Heal is an experimental adventure game from the creator of DISTRAINT series, exploring themes of aging and dementia. So it's not the happiest of games. It's a bit sad, not as bad as DISTRAINT was, but you know it isn't an upbeat sort of game. So the narrative is driven by a strong and obscure atmosphere with instructions and dialogue used only sparingly. Wake up from a dreamless sleep, explore the mysteries of your surroundings and solve puzzles. So it features side-scrolling 2D with unique handmade graphics, atmospheric sound design, an abstract world filled with puzzles, and the narrative driven by the atmosphere. Now that basically sums it up in a nutshell. So this is like a point-and-click sort of adventure. You go from left to right on each stage, and there's puzzles in each area that you have to complete to unlock a way to the next area, basically. The graphics are one of the standout things for this. I mean, for an indie game, it's very pretty. It definitely sets the scene and the tone and everything like that. And so does the music and stuff like that. And like I said, there's not really any dialogue in it, bar a few lines, and it's all just done by sort of like the visuals on the screen and what's happening and stuff like that. And basically, you play the main character, and you just basically an old man wandering around doing puzzles, and a lot of the puzzles are quite simple, quite straightforward, as they should be, and they normally lead into another puzzle. So if you complete one, it then sort of hints to where to go next, or you'll use something from that puzzle in the next puzzle, and it just goes on, and eventually you'll unlock the door to the next area. Now the game itself isn't massively long. You're looking at 2 hours sort of to complete, depending on how much you struggle on the puzzles. Obviously, if you were using an achievement guide, you could get through it in about an hour. It isn't a hard 1000G. There are a few secret achievements that I would recommend looking at before you start playing, just so you don't miss them. Or, to be fair, each level auto-saves, and when you've completed each area, you can then go back at the end of the game. So I'd recommend maybe playing through it just for fun and enjoying the atmosphere and the story and stuff, because it has got quite a sad but happy ending as well, I suppose. But I don't want to spoil it, but it's definitely worth at least experiencing it and sort of trying to work out what's happening yourself as you play, and then go back and do the sort of achievements and stuff like that, just to get the most out of it instead of just power running through. But like I say, as one of the Ratalaika sort of easy achievement games, this is probably one of the higher quality ones. It's definitely pretty. I like the different types of puzzles. There is a variety. There's like spinning the wheels to get the pictures right. There's moving things. There's like connecting things in the right order, putting secret codes in that you unlock from doing other other puzzles and stuff like that. So it does take a bit of thinking. There are a few puzzles, especially this one, like this one on the screen now, where you have to sort of guess the amounts to do. It's horrible, and there's a couple that just drove me mad. So this one in particular isn't the easiest, because you have to get the exact right amount for it to go around the board. There's a couple where you have to sort of turn levers. And now, when you're turning them, it's not a hard puzzle. But the fact that, like, when you try and turn the phone circle around, you go, and then it just flicks back, like your controls just given up halfway around. And there's one section near the end of the game where you have to sort of turn valves in a certain order. And if you get it wrong, you have to start basically from the beginning. And if it doesn't click it, or it overclicks it for you, like overturns them when you're using the thumbstick, it's mind-numbingly annoying. But like I say, this came out the other week. It's currently on sale with 20% off for the next 4 days. So it's the 26th of April now. So for the next 4 days, you can pick this up for £4.79 in the Microsoft Store. After that, it's going to be £5.99. But honestly, if you like those sort of point and clicky games, you like puzzles, you don't want too much of a challenge, you just want something that's sort of an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, a lot of your time for a small price, I definitely recommend picking this up. Now, it does say it's got smart delivery, and it is optimized for the Xbox Series X and Series S as well. So I'm not 100% sure what the improvements are. It's probably the loading times and stuff like that, but at least you do have smart delivery. So if you do buy this on the Xbox One and you play it on the Xbox Series S or X, you will get improvements. It does say it's 60 frames a second plus and 4K Ultra HD, and it does have cloud saves and stuff like that. So yeah, for that price, I mean, I would give it about a 6 out of 10. The story's really, there's not a lot to the story, but it's worth at least investing in it and sort of getting to the end of it. I like the music and I like the atmosphere, and I love the sort of the grimy sort of aesthetic. That obviously they've been handmade. They've sort of made handmade images and stuff and put them into the game. So I thought that was really good. But because it's pretty short and some of the controls pulled away from it for me in some aspect, I was getting really frustrated when I didn't need to be, basically. Um, that's why it would only be sort of a 6.5 out of 10. But like I say, it's a cheap price, and it's still on sale for the next couple of days, so I definitely recommend you give it a try. And yeah, please give us a like, a subscribe. Please post in the comments what you think to these sort of videos. We are trying to do more reviews going forward. And yeah, just let us know what you think, and we'll do our best to do more for you guys. So see you later.